If you are a homeowner out there that is thinking about selling your house in 2023, you're going to want to listen to this video. There has been a small contract change that occurred in January earlier this year that is impacting sellers when it comes to home inspections. So today we are going to cover on how to successfully navigate this change and make sure that you as a seller are protected. So once again, my name is Ken Angst, team leader of the Angst real estate team with Hope Properties. The goal of our content is very simple. We are trying to educate people on how to successfully and best buy, sell, and invest in real estate here in Northern Nevada. If you like our content, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel. We're having a lot of growth to our channel and we want to continue to spread our message to anyone out there and add you to our clan. So today we're talking about a small change that happened in the offering acceptance. It was done by the Sierra Nevada Realtors, and they changed the contract under the repair part of it on page 6. So originally, for the last several years, as far as I was a realtor since 2009, there's been a blank on the offering acceptance, whereby the buyer's agent and the buyer would go look at a house, and if they were going to put an offer in, they would put in an amount for a repair allowance. There was a blank there. Now, typically speaking, most repair allowances, if it was a good house that was in relatively good order, would it be anywhere from $750 to $2,500 typically. And this amount would be agreed upon upfront in the contract in good faith, saying if the buyer finds anywhere from $750 to $2,500 in repairs needed after their home inspection was done, then typically that money would be used to pay for and fix things or given as a credit. But that has actually been deleted now as of January. And now we're seeing the impacts of it as sellers and buyers close on properties. And what we're seeing is sellers are typically getting the short end of the stick. And what do I mean by that? So what happens now, since there is no upfront repair allowance negotiated in the contract, buyers are being aggressive when they put offers in just because the market has been softer, down about 9% year over year, and asking for credits, getting the contract. And then what happens is that they order a home inspection. You typically pay for it. And a home inspector on their behalf comes in and finds out things that are wrong with the house. Now, there is no pre-amount for repair allowance. So now what we're seeing is buyers and buyer's agents are being very aggressive and asking for a lot of money or repairs during the real estate transaction. Now, the problem is that typically sellers don't see a home inspection completed until about 7 to 10 days into a contract, and they only have 20 days to close. So typically, if you have a lot of repairs, it's very difficult as a seller to get anything repaired, and typically you have to offer credit to satisfy the buyer. So what we're doing to offset this for our sellers, and what we're recommending that you consider, is that you get a pre-home inspection. Now, what is that? A pre-home inspection is when the seller hires a third-party home inspector to come out to do a home inspection on their home before they list the property. Now, why would you do this? Several reasons. First and foremost, we service a lot of clients off the Mount Rose Highway. We had a very heavy winter, very destructive winter. And we're seeing a lot of our clients have damage to their roofs, to their landscape, to fences, moisture underneath the house, vapor barriers that need to be repaired. And typically what we're seeing is that a lot of our clients don't climb in the attic. They don't climb underneath their house. So when they get a home inspection out there, a home inspector out there, they find these things that typically a typical seller would not know about. Now, the advantage of this is that you can identify any issues with your house up front. And that gives you the ability to do several things. Either A, repair them on your own time frame with your own people, and get it repaired, and then you note that on what's called the seller's real property disclosure form. The second thing is it's really nice to turn over a home inspection by a third party to any prospective buyers when you sell your house. It puts everyone at ease that you've done your homework, and then you can disclose what you fixed, and then if there's something on there that you don't want to fix, you can negotiate a credit with them up front so that it doesn't blow up the deal. Now, there's a few caveats that you need to know as a seller, because I get this a lot. First one is, this does not necessarily mean that the buyer will not go out and get their own home inspector to come in and check it out. Typically, most buyers want their realtors to get a home inspector that they're familiar with and have them go to the property. But typically what we're seeing is, if you have a good home inspector come out when you do it for a pre-home inspection, they typically find exactly the same items that are wrong as most home inspectors. So to navigate that, you just hire a really good home inspector. Now, secondly is the cost. What we're seeing anywhere from $400 to $700 for a good home inspector to come out, and what they do is they spend about 2 to 4 hours at your property, then they provide you a nice report. So that's what you get on the back end. Now, the benefit about all this pre-home inspection is it takes out one of the biggest contentious items in a real estate transaction, which is the home inspection contingency. So it's a good thing to consider if you are out there thinking about selling your house, and it really helps, in our opinion, to make a real estate transaction smoother, and you don't have the pressure of a real estate transaction to make bad decisions. So if you like our videos, like this one in particular, or know someone that could benefit, please share it with them. I like to share with as many people as we can. Please like our videos. And finally, we have one last offer for anybody considering selling their house. We have a handbook on what you should do to get the most out of your house before you sell it. Just go in the comments below, type in handbook, and we will send you a free electronic copy. It's about a 65-page electronic book that gives you the ins and outs on how to best prepare your house for sale. Till next time, you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks.